Um, Welcome, and we'll begin as we always do with the Pledge of Allegiance. There is a flag in the back of the room. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our PTA mission, or PTA's mission in general, is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. And our meeting agenda will have the approval of last month's minutes, the administration updates, reports of our officers and committees, and new business and upcoming events. So for the December meeting minutes, they are on our website. If we could have someone move to approve those. Does anybody just say I move to approve? And someone
Move
second?
to approve.
Okay. And all in favor? Any opposed? All right, no opposed. I assume that was. Thank you. Administration updates. I know I saw Mrs. Barali. I believe I saw Mr. Giancospro. I don't remember seeing Mr. Barrow or Mr. Velarde, but I might have missed them. So whoever would like to go.
I'm here. Happy New Year,
Hello.
everyone. Mr. Lyon, I'm sorry, were you able to get into the PTA closet today?
Yes, we were able to get in, no problem.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure everything's, we just got back into the swing of things back at school, and I'm so happy to be here. New Year 2025. Mr. Barrow will be on his way. Unfortunately, Mr. Velarde had a incident at home, but all is okay. At South School, we have a couple of things going on. Our boys and girls basketball team is in full swing. We had a home game yesterday, home game today. Also, what else? The band and the choir are going to the Civic Center to play for the seniors on the 14th January. We have our National Junior Honor Society induction on the 14th of January as well. Tomorrow we have a half a day, so I just want to remind everyone. And our students will be watching a assembly called the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, where they come in and they just talk to the students about some signs and things like that. Nothing very dangerous or scary. And the spelling bee is on January 24th. So we're moving along here, and before we know it, we'll be on our next break, which is the winter vacation. And that's about it right now. So thank you for having me, and Happy New Year, everyone.
Great. Thank you, Mrs. Barali. Happy New Year to you as well. We did lose you a little bit at the end. I don't know if it's my network connection or not, but what were you saying just before the end there?
I believe I left off with we're in full swing in January, okay. And before we know it, it's going to be our next holiday, which is coming up on Martin Luther King Day, which is the 20th. And I hope everybody enjoyed their break and their time with their children. And I look forward to attending our next meeting. And if there's anything that anyone needs, please don't hesitate to contact me. You know where to find me. I'm always at work. If anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer anything, because I know that's your next line, Mr. Lyon.
That is my next line. Any questions for Mrs. Barali? Or if you're on Zoom, if you want to put them in the chat.
I do notice I'm on a delay for some reason.
There is the computers were delivered as we were about to begin, and I wasn't able to get it logged in, so I'm on my computer with a weaker network connection. So we're trying our best here.
All right.
Yep. I do not think there are any questions, but thank you so much, Mrs. Barali. I believe I saw Mr. Barrow come on, or Mr. Jean Cospro. If you're on, you can go next.
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, Mr. Lyon. Happy and healthy New Year to everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Borelli, for starting us off. Appreciate that. I wanted to cover for Mr. Giancastro. Unfortunately, he was trying to get in, but he had a family emergency, and he did share a couple simple communications. I know that he was in and out moments ago, but he just wanted to, one, most importantly, wish everyone a happy and healthy New Year. He just wanted to go over a couple components that the district is working on and be brief for tonight's meeting. The Board of Ed roof project is projected to commence summer of 2025. And currently the district administration and so forth are preparing for the 2025-2026 school year budget. And we're continuing to look into expand the preschool in 2025 by one classroom. Right. And tomorrow, there's district professional development going on in all buildings, and that there's a one session day for all district buildings tomorrow. And I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy New Year. That's in reference to Mr. Giancastro.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lyon. And in reference to Mackenzie School, just wanted to thank everyone for all their well wishes in December. It has been very unique and cold and windy at morning drop off each and every day. Appreciate all our faculty and staff that are out there. This January, we will continue to have our monthly Wildcat Assembly, Student of the Month assemblies, golden ticket, positive rewards. We have just noting that we have our third grade students doing morning announcements each and every day. And they've just been lighting it up, starting off in January, and they continue to do really well with that. We do have, for the month of February, Nurse Dunn put together having a dentist come and do a presentation for Dental Health Month. And we're really excited just getting into the school year, getting into our first full week this week.
Mhm. Any questions for Mr. Barrow, or on behalf of Mr. Barrow from Mr. Giancastro? My only question, you mentioned expanded pre-K, that's for the September 2025?
That's correct. That's
Okay.
for
Not
September.
during this current school year. Yeah.
This school year, we did expand one additional classroom
Right,
that
we already added.
started December 2nd, but
Okay.
in reference to projected for the fall, that was Mr. Giancastro's communication that we're projecting to expand one more classroom.
More for next school year. Great. Thank you. And I think we said Mr. Velarde was not able to join us tonight. I assume not. Okay. Oh. Mr. Barrow, you're on mute if you're speaking. Sorry.
Mr. Velarde did note, unfortunately, was not feeling well, and just wanted to just wish everyone a happy and healthy New Year, and appreciates everyone's support.
Thank you. And share the presentation again. So our treasurer's report.
Hi, everyone. New Year. We had a couple of fundraisers, mainly with holiday shop and tree lighting. You'll see all of our income for the month and our expenses, most of the expense returns, tax returns. And that's for the PTA account. Now for the 8th grade account, here's the activity. There is an error which will be reversed in January, but the report is reflecting the expense right there. All in all, the ending balance for the PTA account is $32,874.14. And for the 8th grade committee, the current balance is $1,394.54. Thank you.
Thank you. And just to note, the balance for the PTA account, that's before we pay the holiday shop
Correct.
invoices. Those will be paid in January. So
Correct.
that
There's
number
a
sounds very large, but there's a large
There's a timing
payable that
difference.
we have right now for the we got all the income for the product we sold, and obviously we then have to pay the vendor the fee for that. So I think we wound up around $2,000 or $3,000, $2,500. Okay. So correspondence, Mrs. Green.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Just want to make sure.
Yep. Oh yes.
Oh, awesome. Happy New Year. We have one correspondence this month from BNL School Pictures. We are thrilled to have the opportunity to thank you for your continued business. We take great pride in creating treasured memories for your school community and are grateful to have had yet another successful season working together. We hope that you and your school community find joy in all of the smiles created by this year's portrait program, and that Picture Day continued to be the best possible experience the industry can provide. As a family owned and operated business, we truly cherish our relationship with your school community that keeps our business thriving each year. Thank you again for your loyalty and our partnership. Enclosed, you'll find this year's rebate from your school portrait sale. Enjoy the holiday season, and we are looking forward to working with you again next year. Sincerely, William Ananowski. And
Thank you.
that's it for correspondence this month.
Thank
Stay
you.
warm,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you. So yeah, BNL is our photographer who does Picture Day, and then they remit a portion of their proceeds that they get from all the sales of the portrait packages back to us. We've received 3 checks from them: one for Mackenzie, one for Faust, and one for Lincoln. I don't know if anyone has any feedback on them, but I've only heard good things about them. They seem very responsive when we email them as well. It seemed like things went very smoothly both for Picture Day and for retakes and cap and gown pictures. So hopefully, we keep them as a solid vendor going forward. Okay. Membership, Charisse, I think you were on.
Hi, I think we have 190 members as of today.
Yep, great. Committee reports, fundraising, Linda.
There we go. Our recent Dine and Donate events, Jersey Mike's went over very well. We wound up making about $259 on that. Chipotle, unfortunately, I think the cold was a drawback for people. We barely made our minimum. I don't even know if we made our minimum. I think we were a few dollars short, but they were kind enough to continue to still offer us the percentage. So we didn't make much, but every little bit counts. So
$36.
yeah, $36. So upcoming, we have February 6th is BJ's Brew House, which is actually down in Teterboro near next to the Texas Roadhouse, but that is the upcoming one for February. We have our shoe collection that is going to begin February 1st, running through March 30th. I am looking for committee members for that. There's a lot of hands-on stuff, weekly collections that we need to bag and do. So that definitely, I'm looking for people, looking for volunteers to come help me with that and help to create some other like sub activities with that. Perhaps some fun, like some fun giveaways and things like that for the classes or the schools that have the most, things like that. But I need a committee to help me brainstorm with that. So anybody interested, you can either put in the chat or you can email me at erptafundraising@gmail.com. And then so that we've connected with the DPW. We reached out, briefly spoke with Paulie at the tree lighting, and he said that he thought that it would work, or he could find space for us to store all the shoes, because they did recommend to us to have like a 1-car garage space to put the shoes as we collect them. So we're just waiting for his full agreement on that. We also have Gertrude Hawk. I did look into Gertrude Hawk, and we are able to get the date that we had wanted for the for delivery for the week of April 7th. That means the sale would run February 10th to March 10th, with all orders being submitted no later than the 17th of March, in order to have that that week of April 7th as a delivery. If anybody has any questions or concerns about that, or has any feedback about that, please let me know. I have not done the finalized dates and finalized everything, but that is right now what we're set up to do. I just have to finalize it with them. I wanted to just run it by everybody tonight just to confirm that that was still that still everybody was on board with that. Again, that's for Gertrude Hawk. So it would kind of run simultaneously with the shoe thing. Any questions about that?
Nope, a lot of shaking heads.
A lot of shaking heads. Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
I know it's so
One
weird. I'm
question.
not in the room, so I can't see.
I
I have
know.
no idea if anyone's agreeing with me.
We do have a question.
I have a lot of shoes, Linda. I have bags of shoes waiting.
I'm so excited. You have no idea. I have no kidding. I have like literally like 500 rubber bands and bags sitting here in my living room waiting to be filled. So yay. Again, start spreading the word. We're going to challenge every family to fill at least one bag of shoes, which is 25 pairs. And that looks like reaching out to your own network of friends and family. Everyone's got at least one or two pairs that they know they can throw out, but just haven't, they feel bad about throwing them out, so give them good reason to throw them out to us. What else?
1 second.
Yeah.
Was that the proceeds for that were going to be for fifth grade committee?
Yeah, the proceeds for the Gertrude Hawk, I think we were discussing, like, were we going to point that toward one
Yeah,
of
that was what one of the
NWA.
questions was too, is where did we want the proceeds to go? Right now the dine and donates have basically been going. I think we're ultimately going to put the dine and donates toward the 5th and 3rd grade end of year celebrations. And then because like all total, I think we've gotten about $500 from them roughly for the last, the last 4 months that we've done it. So that will ultimately, I think, go towards the 5th and 3rd grade fundraising, or towards the 5th and grade celebrations. And then Gertrude Hawk, I mean, I don't know if is 8th grade committee on? Is Renata or anybody from 8th grade committee on right now?
She's at she's in the York working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the other thought was to have the Gertrude Hawk run by the 8th grade committee. I don't know. Again, we need a handful of people on that for a committee. But if 8th grade wants to take that on, we could do that. We could have them sort of take it on as the contact, and then have the funds from that go towards 8th grade.
Tonight, so
Okay.
I'll let her know about that.
Great.
What was that?
Sorry, what is your name again?
Natasha.
Natasha is here from the
Natasha.
8th grade committee. So
Yeah.
Renata and she are going to be speaking later tonight.
That's what I
so-
figured.
Sorry.
And I know, Natasha, you're the one that had asked about Gertrude Hawk. So, if 8th grade wants to take on Gertrude Hawk as the, as the 8th grade committee, that, I'm fine with that. I don't know if anybody else has any objections to that.
Also, I'm
Okay.
just gonna say, don't forget 8th grade can also have something at the Tricky Tray.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know, that being said too, I know, Sharice, I know, I don't know if you want to invite people to be part of the committee and how they should contact you and so on and so forth. I'll get, go ahead and take that over now.
Whoever like knows me and has my number can just send me a message. If not, you can email me, Charissa, CHARISA314 @gmail.com. And I'm hoping to have our first meeting by the end of January, so we could start getting all of our donations.
Yeah, and that was quite a big and successful event last year. So, it takes a lot and it was a lot of work, I know. So we do appreciate that. So if you want to join either of those committees, please reach out and we'll send an email with all the information as well. The Spiritware, we did have sales during the holidays. So both the holiday sale and then they also had a after Christmas, New Year flash sale, they called it. So I haven't gotten the amounts yet from those sales, but they should be sending me them in the next week or so. But we usually do pretty well with those. So
Do we get a kickback from them, Kevin?
hold on one. Holly's asking a question. I'm sorry. Mhm. Yes. Yeah, there was one person who said that they bought and didn't get the discount. I didn't catch whether it was because they bought it outside the sale time frame. Okay, I didn't catch that part of it. But I did send that, or I asked for the order number, and I sent the order number to the vendor, and I let them handle their own customer relations. So they can be the bad guys and tell them, oh no, it wasn't during the period, or say, okay, we'll give it to you this one time, or whatever they want to, whatever agreement they want to make with them as far as the price. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in the middle of that. I just sent the information to the vendor. So yeah, if anybody does say, especially when we're dealing with an outside vendor like that there's a complaint or concern about something, send it to me. I'll coordinate with the vendor and then have the vendor either contact them directly or give me their response. So that, yeah, we're not, yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I wouldn't want to get in the middle of that either. So yeah. But yeah, during those holiday sales, the start and end dates do determine the prices because it's all online. So until that night starts, it doesn't change the price. And once the midnight hits or whatever, it changes the price back. So that's all on their side, though, on the vendor side. Also, the picture day, I mentioned we had the remittances from the 3 schools. I just got Mackenzie. You took Mackenzie's. It was like $1,300, I think, from Mackenzie. And then we had 584 from Lincoln and 849 from Faust. So we did pretty good there as well.
14.
No, that is, yeah, 1469. That's, yeah. Yeah, so the 849 from Faust, 1470 about from Mackenzie, and 584 from Lincoln. Yep. So I'll update that with the thing. Tricky Tray, as Therese just mentioned, we're looking for committee members. Cultural events, we coordinated with the police department. Mackenzie School did the toy drive. You may have seen on Facebook, there was a picture. We don't like to post pictures with the students in them as a policy. Police department did, so that was on Facebook with the students with the gifts that when they had gone to pick up the day, I think it was the Thursday before the holiday. So we did pretty well there. We currently, 2025 events, we don't have anything really coming up in the next month or so. I know last year we did a movie night. I don't know if we want to do that again, although that's kind of been a little iffy. Yeah, as far as everyone shaking their heads. So if anybody's really committed to doing movie night, let us know. But I know we do have in March we'll have the kids' night out, which I mentioned later, and the day out, I guess, for Mackenzie. So
we have one February 14th.
Mhm.
And then also we're supposed to be doing the Super Bowl pool boxes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna find out from her exactly what
Sure.
day.
Okay.
I know the last time it's supposed to be around January 10th.
Okay. So probably next week we'll start hearing about that. So 8th grade committee is talking about doing a Super Bowl pool boxes type program, and then they're also looking to do a dance for February 14th for the Valentine's Day dance for the middle school. So any updates from Mackenzie or Lincoln or Faust non-8th grade?
Not right now.
Mhm.
Lincoln, we just had on December 20th, the day before break, the hot cocoa social.
Yep.
So it was
Yeah.
successful and everybody.
Yeah, that went very well. I thought
Yes.
definitely went better having the 2 classes separated. I understand when the band did the concert last year that it was very nice to have everybody together in the band and everything, but it was, from a hot chocolate serving standpoint, it was a little crazy. This year it ran much smoother. The kids came in, they did a little activity on one side of the gym, came over, sat to have the snack they brought in for their half day, and then came up table by table to get hot chocolate or water or cider. And I overbought, of course, so I had to return. So BJ says you'll see nice things on the treasurer's report of BJ spent lots of money. BJ's returned lots of money. So that's me overbuying. So yep. Yeah. But yeah, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And the staff there too, the Macchiato's catering that runs the kitchen were very helpful as well for us that morning. to help get us set up and all. And of course, the custodial staff is always excellent, so they helped as well. So thank you for that. 8th grade. I don't know if anyone from Civic Rec is on. I don't know if Sharice or anybody has any updates from Civic Rec.
We just had our meeting
Sorry, Cindy, I
yesterday.
forget. Yeah.
No, nothing,
Mhm.
nothing. We
Okay.
actually just took January off.
Yeah.
The only thing we have is, the comedy night,
Just right now, I think, right?
which it's open. I don't have the date in front of me.
I thought it was today.
No,
Oh,
it's in February.
Oh, February. Okay, February 8th. Then maybe it was something. It must have been the 8th then, because I thought I was like,
Would the civic group be willing to work with us for a shoe collection event?
I can ask them, yeah. I mean, they also asked Sharice, they asked about helping with the tricky tray, so I know some of them are gonna contact you about that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
spoke to Joanne this morning. She
Yeah.
emailed me. Yeah. Well, she texted me, sorry.
I can definitely ask Evelyn and the committee about the shoe. Send me info on it
Yeah.
so I can send it to her.
We
And the
will.
only thing they have is the Love to Laugh dinner and comedy show. It's up on it's February 8th.
February 8th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I read it as
Yeah,
January.
even if we could, you know what, because we're launching in February, and the first thing we're going to launch with is flyers that say "Shoe me the love." So maybe they would be open to having like a collection box at the event or something like that. I don't know, just to kick us off. But that was just a quick idea, but we can go more in detail offline.
Menu on there too. Of what we're gonna
Is
be
that at the
serving.
Civic Center or,
It's gonna be at the Civic
Okay.
Center, yeah. It is,
or Community Center or whatever? we'll
Yeah.
call it this weekend.
yeah. I always say Civic and they're like,
I
no,
know.
it's not that
I know.
anymore.
Okay. Any other new business, open discussions, ideas, thoughts, things we'd want to do?
Kev, just a question. I put it in the chat, but I don't know if you saw it or not. But I was just curious, are we getting another like rebate, kickback, whatever from Spiritware, so that we can do like we
Yes.
did for Christmas time to do like another basket for like the tricky tray or something?
I would imagine so. When I asked them about the last one, they said every time they run a sale, we get a credit. So not only do we get some of the percentage of the proceeds back, but we also get a credit then to buy our own stuff. So with the holiday tree lighting, one of the things we did was the raffle of the basket of holiday shop of Spiritware. So we'll probably do something similar. Sharice will give you that credit that we can have you pick what you want for the tricky tray to either complement existing baskets or create a separate basket of Spiritware type of stuff or whatever.
Okay, great.
Yeah. But last time it's $150. That was from our September sale. So the back to school sale. So I don't know what it'll be. Like I said, I should find out in the next week or two. Any other comments, concerns, contributions, complaints? All right. And then just some upcoming events. We do have, as mentioned, the Dine and Donate coming up on February 6th at BJ's Brew House, and the Kids Night Out coming up in March. Lincoln will be on the Friday night, the March 21st. Mackenzie will be March 22nd on the Saturday afternoon. We do have in the closet, I think Linda had said you need bags or something for that event because you put little trinkets or whatever for the kids in the bags. We have a ton of bags.
The bags that were left over from holiday shop, Tara. We have a lot of them.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
Also, Jillian got knocked out of the meeting. She's trying to get back in. Can you let her
I'm
back
sorry.
in? But yeah, there's several, I think 3 possibly boxes of carnival tchotchkes, whatever, and plenty of bags. So we have enough, I want to say, for events, for upcoming events like the Kids Night Out events, if we're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's all down the hall in the closet, so we can show you that if you want, and then we know where it is. Tomorrow is a half day, teacher service day, and then no school on January 20th, the Monday for Martin Luther King Day. Our Board of Ed with the new Board of Ed runs on a calendar year. So they just published their new calendar year schedule for their meetings on the ERBOE website. So if you're interested in joining those meetings, they are out there. I go every month since I became president, or sometimes interested, Jill, I'll say sometimes interesting and sometimes not so much, right? So, but it's always good. They do a lot of work, obviously, to support our schools and make sure that everything is running and operating smoothly. And we do, actually, it's New Jersey Board of Ed Appreciation Month in January. So we do thank our Board of Ed for all that they do for our schools and for our students in our town. So, and that's it. Our next week meeting will be Wednesday, February 5th at 7 p.m. We'll figure out the location. The reason we use this room was because the gym over at Lincoln was being used for basketball last month and this month. I don't know if February. I'll check with Mrs. Barali, Mr. Velarde, and the Board of Ed office and find out where we'll meet. But it'll be either in this room or back at the Lincoln School gym. I find this, once we get the technology worked out, this room will work. Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Okay. Thank you all so much, everyone who joined via Zoom. Thank you for joining, and have a good night.